Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun for Seth. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rivers. It's complete to Watt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the run.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's got a man. It's Williams. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
180, 190.
Throwing again. Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Step around 80. 180.
Right there. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Behind.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 14 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerve.
He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 74 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Was set on 1st down into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. They call it a gain of 9. And it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick throw here to Hilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
He's crossing. He's checking.
They'll run it with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
This is taken at the 10. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run with Mack. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
36-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Brissett now. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 of his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Rivers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set the tone, defense.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, but it's going to be 2nd down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Right here.
On 2nd down, Eckler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Mike 58, right there. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Set from the gun on third. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Benjamin. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Rivers on the money, complete, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Ready! Black 15! I smell fear now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 35.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Rivers, and nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the deep...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the 2nd half rolls along?
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Rivers. And this is incomplete. Rocky Ya-Sin, a rookie 2nd rounder from Temple, there to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rivers. incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. Shedding through the defense. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On third down, a run by Matt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
We got 4. We got 4. Check 9. Check 9. 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, Abby.
Now Brissett on fourth down. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Rivers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his man. It's Williams. A big gain of 31 on third down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now Gordon on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over at 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Brissett. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. His 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Colts.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Rivers here to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Out of his end zone, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football. Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up. And he's able to get it out of there. Taken right around the 44. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And he finds his man. That's Butler. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
First down, Indianapolis.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 3. Check 13.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with time running out as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have wound up winning that one. A win would be their second on the young season. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason.